Huh.
What the F, man? Jesus.
Wow. Do you know, Ray, if things are going to go wrong, they're not going to go wrong on their own. They're going to go wrong with their brothers and their sisters. They're going to bring in
Right.
their entire Irish family of 23 and
Oh my
cause me all
God.
the hassle you can imagine. There's another one. Let's pull Al up. There you go. Hi, Al. Hello, everybody. Sincere apologies. We are very, very, very late for all sorts of reasons. But nonetheless, we are here and we're no
Yeah.
longer on the road. Wish I was.
No. Yeah. And
Raymond, how are you?
looking, I'm doing great, my friend. And I'm looking at the screen. We look good. Not on this screen, but on this screen where
Yeah,
people are seeing it, we look okay.
yeah,
But
I do.
I'm doing great, man. I feel great. I had a great weekend with the family.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, I went to the Super Toy Comic and Collectibles, and I saw all kinds of awesome stuff, man, from way back from my childhood. It was
Mm.
great.
When you said you'd gone to the Super Toy convention, now I'm glad that you said you went with your son because if you'd gone with the wife,
I
I
went
don't
with the
know.
wife. She went too. She went too.
Oh, no, but if you'd only gone with the wife,
Hmm.
it may not have
No,
been.
no, no! Don't go there. Don't go there.
It might have been a different
Don't,
kind of
don't,
toy. That's all I'm saying.
don't go there.
That's
Don't
all I'm
go
saying.
there.
I don't
God,
know.
get your mind out of
It's
the
not me,
gutter.
you and your peninsula. Yeah. Raymond. We'll have to be quick
Yes.
because we're already halfway into the show and we've got so much to talk about. How has your week been, my friend?
It's just all the gaming announcements. I had to
Yep.
watch the show. I watched the showcases.
Yes.
Amazing games. A lot of demos are out there. It was a great weekend. Great
You're right.
weekend.
You're not wrong. What did we have? We had Summer Game Fest. We had
Yeah.
the
Future
Xbox.
Future Game Fest,
Yep.
Xbox.
Yep.
I actually watched the Asian, the Latin.
Ooh,
I watched the women. I watched the choice. I watched them all, folks. Watched them all,
of course you
except there was
did.
only one I missed. Only one I missed.
Hmm.
But I was right. There's a lot of games I'm so excited for.
I, I was blown away. I was
Yeah.
more blown away by the Xbox reveal than I
Day and
was
date world
all of them.
effing premiere.
All of
World,
them.
world effing
One after
premiere.
another. I was like, boom, wow, that money's been well spent.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah,
fantastic games
and
coming.
PlayStation's getting some of the games too.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Well, we've got Death Stranded coming up in a couple of weeks,
yeah,
which I cannot wait for. No, I mean, just, I'm so pleased that I renewed my Xbox Game Pass for a couple more months because there's so much good stuff coming up. It's fantastic, isn't it? Oh,
yes it is. Yes it
fantastic.
is.
What have you been playing? Anything?
Your favorite right now, Dune Awakening, and
What do you mean?
shout out to GeForce Now. We
Yeah.
are ambassadors, and GeForce Now was
Yes.
so kind enough. We didn't even ask. They had
That's
them
true.
in our
Yeah.
DMs, and I saw it. I mean, Rock, you let me know, and I was like,
Mm,
"What?"
I know.
And
I
I
was so
went.
chuffed.
I said, "What are you talking about?" And I went and I checked. And I was like, "Yes," because
I
that was a
know.
game. That was one of the three games that I really wanted to play, and
Yeah.
so I
What were
played
what
it.
were the other two?
What's that?
What were the other
I
two?
wanted to play Mind's Eye, but Jesus Christ, I got that game is getting bashed right now.
It's not released yet, though, is it, Ray?
Yeah, it came out
Is
on the
it?
10th. It
Oh,
came out
did
on the
it?
10th. Yeah,
Oh,
it came out on the
oh.
10th. It's just one of those games I think just because they never gave
Hmm.
any games to review. Nobody saw any reviews. It was just like kind of like under the radar. And then when it came
Hmm.
out, people got to see it and not well optimized, I have to be honest.
Okay.
But you know what? I get look, if as long as the devs are gonna say that they're gonna go back and they know it and they apologize and they
Yeah.
acknowledge that the game needs fixing it, as long as they go back and fix it, I'm
I mean,
happy
the
with that.
thing is, of course, they kind of they've run this whole thing about being guys that worked on GTA, right? But GTA uses its own engine, and there's no way that this was going to get to use the GTA engine,
No, it is
right?
not a G. It is not a GTA. It's not
And
a
that's
GTA.
and that their engine is optimized for that kind of game, just like CD Projekt,
Hmm.
CD Projekt Red
Right.
worked on. I think they actually worked on the Death Stranding engine
Hmm.
for Cyberpunk, or the other way around, one of the two.
Right.
My guess is Mind's Eye's using, out of the box Unreal or something.
You know it is. It plays like the first Watchdog, and it looks plays a little out to be. And I'm just being honest because I've watched. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Because there's some acting that is actually good. There's acting that's not good. There's no melee. You don't use any kind of melee weapon.
Oh,
There's no
melee. I thought you said
melee,
Millie.
melee,
And I just,
Milli Vanilli, Milli Vanilli,
yeah,
Milli Vanilli.
it's not there.
Yeah, there's no melee weapons or nothing like that.
Really?
But the story I've watched, I like the story.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the driving. Some of the cars look cool, but it definitely, I mean, I watched some guys that were streaming it on PC, and it was like 20 frames per second. It's like, yeah, it was,
Ooh.
yeah, So
Ooh.
I don't. How do these games get certified to be sold?
Well, I guess it's self-certification, isn't it? Ultimately,
I don't know
you
what it
know.
is, but
I mean, if they're producing the game for Xbox or for
PlayStation.
PlayStation, then obviously they're going to go, no, wait, this is not. You're gonna pull this, and you're going to take 6 months to. But if they're doing it off their own bat, then
Well,
it's going to be what's going to be.
In Japan, they did. I mean, I'm starting to hear that people are starting to get refunded now, and
Oh,
usually
wow.
Sony don't refund. So,
Well, funny enough, they did with Cyberpunk, of course, when it came out.
They did. It would have to be one of those games like, okay, yeah, we know it.
It'd have to
But
be a serious
yeah.
issue, mate, wouldn't it? I was talking about.
Yes, but Dune Awakening Rock, oh my god, I got eaten by the giant worm, and I lost all.
It's not an unusual thing for you, mate, is it?
Stop it! I lost all my stuff, so
Your
I had to go
backpack.
back.
I know.
Yeah, I had
Swipe
so
and no
guys.
swiping.
I mean, if you get killed by one of the other scavengers, you can go back and get your backpack. But the worm, no, no.
Yeah, no.
You lose everything.
It's kind of got that whole sort of roguelitey bit. Having said that, in the whole time I've played, which isn't masses of time, about 10 hours, I've only been eaten by a worm once. And what I found was, if you see the little zzz, letting you know there's a worm in the vicinity, the worst thing you can do is stand there thinking if you don't move, it's not going to get you. You just need to keep going.
Keep going.
There's
a stamina. But there's a thing, guys, because if you lose your stamina, you're not moving, and so that was my problem.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I've ran out of, and then just.
You get taken up by the worm. Now, I mean, it's difficult because I was super pumped, like you were, that GeForce, bless them, had given us a code. And as you rightly said, Ray, normally, just letting you look in the back door of our ambassadorial ship, ladies and gentlemen, normally they say, hey guys, we've got some codes. Hit the icon if you want to have a copy. Of course, being the eclectic magpies that we are, we always go, yes, please. But this one, they literally just DM'd us all and said, here you go, guys, which was really nice. And like Ray, I'd been so looking forward to this. My Ghanaian friend Philip, who I've spoken about a few times of late, he's been just drooling to get this game. Bless him. He got Starlink broadband. He's signed up to GeForce Now. He's done the whole thing just for Dune Awakening because he's been really looking forward to it. I've got to be honest with you, and you know me, Ray, I don't mince my words. I was disappointed.
I wasn't.
I wasn't. I'm not saying I'm in the
majority.
Because
I love crafting. I love exploring. I've been doing every step that they've been telling me to do.
Yeah.
I got my base. I have my machines. You don't like when you have to draw blood from somebody.
That's all right. That's fun. A little drink of the old blood. That's fine. It's not that. Look, I haven't got to the point yet where I've been able to make my own vehicle, which apparently helps to get around. I know. This is why I'm saying I think a lot of the reviews that I've read have said that first part of the game before you kind of get to that point is a real slog. And for me,
It is.
it's like graphically it's okay, but it's not
I will give
amazing.
you that. I will give you that. I'll give
For
you
a
that.
game of AAA price, I was
But it's an
expecting a bit
MMO.
more.
What
Just about. I
MMO?
think I've seen two people in all the time I've played.
Well, Rock.
Depends on your server.
If you go look at the numbers right now,
Mm,
there's a lot of people
yeah.
playing right
But
now.
you know what, Ray? The main reason I was disappointed was
Hmm.
the aforementioned Ghanaian friend Philip and
Hmm.
I. We
Hmm.
once he found out that I'd also got the game, we were both super excited because we thought, brilliant, we can play co-op together because that's what you're supposed to do. No,
Hmm.
you can't. Do you know why you can't, Ray?
Because you got to build yourself up.
No, it's worse
Why?
than that. It's
What's
worse
that?
than that. I think it's a
What's that?
major problem. You've got to be on the same server. And if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who the
Yeah.
hell is on the same server? There's like 50 to choose from. You start the game, you just go randomly. I'll go on this server. The
You
chances of
write
you and
this.
all your mates being on the
You
same
write this.
server
So when
doesn't happen.
there was a game that I used to play with Houston, and so we wrote the server name with the server number, just
Yeah,
like
but
when you
did you
play
have to start
Chivalry.
your character again? If you go to the same server as your friend in June Awakening, you've got to
Hmm.
start from
Yeah,
scratch.
scratch.
New
Hmm.
character
Yeah,
from nothing. And you've
yeah,
just taken 20 hours to get to that. Nah, mate. Nah. It's like
yeah,
the worst roguelike ever. That ain't happening for me. So
yeah.
anyway, I'm not playing it. That
No,
really
well, I
upset
will.
me. I was wanting to play with Philip.
Well, I'll tell you. Shout out to, because if I don't mention the
Yeah.
name, he's gonna be mad. But an old troll named Jeff, my good friend, told me to play a game called Splitgate 2. So
That looks good.
played. I played Splitgate 2 with my
Yeah.
good friend Jim. He's in the chat, and I had Rock. It was so fun.
Really.
Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
lot of options, a lot of different game modes, and it was fun running around
Nice.
playing it. And it's on GFN, folks.
Isn't it by the same people that did that game where you're another one where you have to play it together, which I've forgotten the name of. But there's like their
Yeah,
thing is to do
yeah,
these.
yeah. I think you're talking about. Oh my god, the finals. Is it the finals?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
That
No, I
I
don't think
don't
so.
know.
Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, that's why I'm upset with it. It's it's no disrespect, but quite
Yeah.
honestly, it's not a co-op because all you can do unless you both you and all the friends that you're ever going to play with all
Mhm.
decide from day one to start the game at the same time on the same server,
That is true.
you're
That's
never going to
true.
get to play with them
That
unless you
is
want
true.
to start with more and more characters. But that's a ridiculous thing because it is
There's.
about progression. It's not like you go in and like in Arc Raiders, you
Hmm.
start and everyone's got quite enough gear to actually have fun, all right?
Hmm.
And in Arc Raiders, doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can jump in and play with
Jump
your
in.
friend. Just for me, this was really, really
Well,
poorly thought
there's
through.
another game coming out is FBC. So that's the next
Well, that's as
kind of like.
easy as 1, 2, 3, mate. That is. It's
So that's on Game Pass and it's on
oh yes.
PlayStation Plus day one. So
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
don't! There's so many great games. I finished The Last of Us Part Two remastered for the second time. Do you know?
Nice.
It's unbelievable. That game is only what 4 or 5 years old, and I had almost completely forgotten most of it. To the point where I got to the end and I had the same emotional payoff that I had
Hmm.
the first time because I'd forgotten how the game went. Oh,
Right.
so well put together. Beautiful game.
Gotcha.
So, that was all good.
Yeah. And I've been playing a lot of PUBG with my friends.
Oh,
I am I don't know, as old as this game is, they have these game modes.
because they
Uh
got the basics right at the beginning, didn't they? I mean, it
yeah,
literally created the genre,
it is
really.
so much fun. Uh Jim Bear, he carries the team, David and Simply
He's
Pwned, and
he's a bit of a ninja, bit of a
he is
ninja. He knows
he
what I'm
is
saying.
yeah, he is.
I am so pleased. Shall we get on with the news? Because
Yeah,
we may go for an all-nighter tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We might just we might just keep it all going. In In the news, here we go. Here we are. Here we are over at Nvidia.
Yeah. You want me to read it, sir?
I would love you to read
All
it
right.
because you is ace, mate.
I'm gonna try and get through this, guys, because we are a little bit late and we got so much other stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So turn RTX on with 40% off Performance Day passes. Jump into the cloud today to catch the launch of Dune Awakening in the cloud, along with Frosthaven demo. Part of 9 games joining GeForce Now this week.
Whoa.
Level up GeForce Now experiences this summer with 40% off Performance Day passes. Enjoy 24 hours of premium cloud gaming with RTX on, delivering low latency and shorter wait time. The hot deal comes just in time for the cloud's highly anticipated launch of Rock's favorite game, Dune Awakening, a multiplayer survival game on a massive scale set on the unforgiving sands of Arrakis. It's perfect to pay with perfect to pair, sorry,
Pair.
perfect to pair with the 9 games available this week, including Frosthaven demo announced at Steam's Next Fest. Try before you buy. Level up to the cloud. No commitment required for a limited time. Grab a Performance Day pass at a price that's less than an ice cream sundae and experience premium GeForce Now gaming for 24 hours with RTX on. Enjoy shorter wait times and lower latencies for supported games, all powered by the cloud. Dive into popular games with upgraded visuals and smoother gameplay over free users, whether exploring vast open worlds or battling in fast-paced arenas. Take the experience even further by applying the value of the day pass towards a 6-month performance membership during the limited time summer sale.
Where am
It's the
I? I'm
perfect
lost. I go back. Oh, there it is. It's the go for
It's
it.
the perfect way to try out premium cloud gaming before jumping into a longer term membership. Survive and thrive. Dune
But
Awakening.
not with your friends.
Dude, you stop it. Dune Awakening, a multiplayer survival game on a massive scale from Funcom, is set on an ever-changing desert planet called Arrakis, whether braving colossal
Ray.
sandworms.
Ray.
Yes,
When you were
yes.
when you were
What?
playing, you know, when you were playing it.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. For a while, you played it for a bit. I mean,
yes,
was it ever changing for you?
yes. It is.
Well, it's just sand and night and day.
No, no. The map as you start. So here's the thing. I have a
Yeah.
way to get around the worm. Wow. Pause.
Excuse me.
I have a way to get around the worm.
I've no doubt.
Okay, hold on. So
Do I have to?
instead of going straight into the sand dunes, you
Yeah.
might want to just go because you can climb mountains like Spider-Man. Climb some of those mountains and just go around the edges and just
Yeah.
go side to side,
Yeah.
and then there's like a little gap you can run across and connect to another mountain, and that's how I was able to go back. Because dude, you do not want to get eaten by the worm because you are left with your underwear. They take your money.
No,
They
it's
take
true.
your. It's like you got
It's
robbed and
true.
it's
You
like
put
you
it
got
all in the
robbed in down.
storage, mate. I put everything in storage before I hurtle off on my journey.
No,
But
even your
it's never
weapons. You
changing.
need
It's
your
not ever
weapons.
changing.
But
It's
you
not ever
need your weapon.
changing. It's
Yes,
just
it is.
day,
There
night, and
is
sand. And
no,
sometimes there's a bit
no,
of a
no,
storm.
no. See, he look, play the game. Look, I put in some time playing the game, and
Yeah.
I've noticed the maps, and I've noticed it's expanding. There's also. I hope you're all having a good week. Thank you, David. We are. And but I'm gonna go back on and read now. Whether braving colossal sandworms, battling for spice, or forging alliances, gamers can experience the spectacle of Arrakis with all the benefits of GeForce Now. Manage hydration, temperature, and exposure while contending with deadly sandworms, sandstorms, and rival factions.
That's it.
Blend
That's all there is.
Stop it. Don't listen to him. He ain't playing the game, folks. Don't listen. Blend skills, base third person action combat, featuring range of melee weapons and gadgets and abilities, with deep crafting, base building, and resource management. Which I love the resource management. Explore and engage in large scale player versus player and player versus environment battles
Yeah.
while vying for control over territory and the precious
You know, when
spice.
you're working your way around the rocks, like you were saying earlier, around the
Mhm.
hills and the mountains, when you've been working your way around the mountains and the hills, Ray, have you ever come across a peninsula?
Anyway, the spice is flowing, and so is the power of the cloud. Stream it on GeForce Now without waiting for lengthy town downloads or worrying about the hardware requirements. Dune Awakening is available for members to stream from anywhere with the power of NVIDIA RTX for ultra smooth gameplay and stunning visuals, even on low power devices.
This is true.
Rock, chill
Yeah.
out,
What?
chill out, chill
What?
out.
I said it was
Chill
true.
out.
I said it
No,
was
chill out.
true. Oh, I
The
see.
pick. Chill out.
Okay, fair shout.
Ex-
I will.
experience the highly anticipated Frosthaven demo, which I'm going to try that demo today.
Okay.
The cloud during the Stream Next Fest with GeForce Now for a limited time.
What game's this?
Dive. It's Frosthaven.
Oh,
Dive into a preview of the game directly from the cloud and no
nice.
high-end PC required. Frosthaven, a dark fantasy tactical role-playing game from Snapshot Games, and the X.com or XCOM, sorry,
XCOM. Yeah,
X.com,
yeah.
XCOM creator Julian Golub brings
I
to
think it's Gollop.
Julian Golub.
Yeah, like
Okay,
Gollum, but with a P instead. Like Gollop.
Golub.
Gollop.
Okay, brings to life the board game of the same name.
Yeah.
It features deep turn based combat, unique characters, classes, and single player and online co op modes. Play the Frosthaven demo on virtually any device with GeForce Now. Experience the magic of gathering around a board game.
Oh,
Now, in the cloud, enter the frozen north of Frosthaven. Strategize with friends and dive into epic battles without the hassle of setup or cleanup with GeForce Now. Game nights is just a click away whenever members are playing.
that'd be a great one for your channel, mate.
Yeah.
Because you do the whole
Uh
D&D thing and stuff, don't you?
yeah, we do. We're having a blast because Rue Diggs is about to become a dungeon master, so I can't wait
I
to
wonder where
see
you were
what
going then, because for a second, I thought,
what do
he's going to be a little dad. And it didn't turn out to be a dungeon master. Nowhere near as
Jesus.
exciting.
Jesus seized new
Jesus.
games. Rainbow Six Siege X. Rainbow Six Siege X, the biggest evolution in game history, is now available with free access for new players. It introduces a new 6 versus 6 dual front game mode where teams attack and defend simultaneously with response and new strategic objectives. R6 Siege X also brings new and improved gameplay features such as modernized maps, enhanced visuals, and lightning, new destructible environments, elements, advanced rappel, smoother movement, and audio overhaul, and a communication wheel for precise strategic plays, as well as weapons inspections to showcase gamers' favorite cosmetics. And then here's your games. Look for all the following games available to stream in the cloud this week. There you go.
Look at them. Well done, mate. That was really well read. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the music to work. I don't know what's going on today.
It's just one of them days.
It's just
One
one
of
of
them
those
days, right?
days. I'm just sitting there
One of
thinking,
those days.
it all feels really quiet. But, luckily we had your dulcet tones. Otherwise, we would just be, it would just be like the sandstorms of Dune Awakening. Not a lot going on.
Yeah.
So we have got, for your delectation, ladies and gentlemen, this week, Frosthaven demo, which I didn't realise was a demo. I'm super interested in looking at that one. Dune Awakening, which popped up a couple of days ago. Mind's Eye, which Ray's saying, is not saying it himself because he hasn't played it yet, but he's saying that the reviews are not good. We'll have a look at that on Steam in a minute. Mind's Eye, we've mentioned. Kingdom 2 Crowns, which is coming to...
The altars I'm interested in.
Oh, we'll have a look at that in a second. I did see it advertised. Where did I see that advertised? GOG. I was on GOG's website earlier, and it was at the top of there. Lost in Random, the Eternal Die, which is most of these. Well, that one's tomorrow, but the others, most of them have already appeared. Firefighting Simulator. Is that the FBC one you were mentioning?
No, sir. That is a different game. Different game.
JDM Japanese Drift Master and Hell Slave. Right. Which one would you like to have a little butcher's?
Oh, we got to see Frosthaven demo. That's got to be first.
Frosthaven demo.
What's up, Neil? What's up, Neil?
Here we go. Look at this. So it's from the guy that's from Mr. Jollop, who did XCOM, which, as you know, is a turn-based. What do you call them? Has it got a special name, which I've forgotten? There he is. There's Julian. Oh, bless him. There's him. And there's Simon Cowell. What's he got to do with it? Yeah, he's giving it the vote. But yeah, so it's going to be a kind of a D&D XCOM alike. Now, it's released on the 9th of June. They've only got a small amount of user reviews, but 67% of those are giving it the old thumbs up, right? If we, as you rightly mentioned, it's in demo mode at the moment, so I don't know what the timescales are for full release.
To be announced. Just add it to your wish list, guys. Add it to your wish list.
Definitely. But either way, it is free, and because you love that whole turn-based kind of game, XCOM stuff, don't you? And I don't mind it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It can be really good fun. But yeah, now, this has got a definite kind of Baldur's Gate-like feel. I think you'd be up for this.
I get a little Warcraft. I get a little bit of Warcraft. I get a little bit of BG3.
Yeah.
I like the illustrations of the characters. They look really
it's gorgeous,
cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So there he is again. There's the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try out the demo, guys.
Give it a go.
I mean, demos are free.
What's not to love? All right, I just want to have a quick look at the reviews situation on over here at Mind's Eye, Ray, because
it's mixed. It's
to be
mixed
fair,
right now.
40% of the 1,300 are positive.
Right.
I know that's not quite half, but maybe it's enough. What is it selling? See, this is the trouble. It's a AAA price, 55 on Steam. 55 is like 70 on Nintendo or PlayStation, isn't it? I mean, it's top end.
So one of the things is when you call a game an open world, it's not an open world. Open world, and they said that in their advertisement that it was an open world. Maybe down the road. Because I know they also have a roadmap, and they've got all this stuff they're going to probably add to it later on. But I think people were thinking, man, I can go and open up any car. I can drive. I mean, it's basically Las Vegas. It's the city of Las Vegas. And you think you're going to drive around, you're going to open, you're going to do this, but it's not. It's kind of like if you drive the car and you go over somewhere else, then the felt, your control where you go.
I mean, the cinematics look good, but it's always a little bit of a concern when mostly what they're showing off is the cinematics.
It is, and that's most of the. Do you know that's like what do you have to return something on? You play it for what 2 hours after?
Yeah, 2
so
hours.
That's what you get to see in Mind's Eye for 2 hours.
Seriously,
there's a lot of cinematic. And then like after that 2 hours, you get, you start playing the game. Me, I'm just keeping it honest. I was getting ready to buy this game, and then I watched some people play it. And it just needs it needs some love. It does need some love, and they said that they're gonna They acknowledged it. If you look, they actually sent uh something. What is it? They sent something. They posted something on their. Let's see.
Yeah, what curators? I mean, I've had my Steam account for 12 years and I've never felt compelled to leave a single review. This was not ready to be released, says Gucci, especially for the current price. I tried to give it a chance, ended up refunding it. It is a real shame, and I've said it before because they would have known it wasn't ready to go. And
But
they would have
she
been under pressure to release it.
and
IOI Partners, isn't that the guys that do Sniper Dude, where it's got Hitman? Yeah,
Hitman,
yeah. But they're just
agent.
publishing it, presumably. But you were saying about who would have let this through the door. I mean, they would have been under pressure from those guys to push
Well, the
this out.
thing, but see, you got to also there's branches. There's guys that are devs that create a game, and then you have guys that say, you know what, we got a deadline, we need to hurry up,
Yeah.
rush this game. They got all these ideas, but they can't implement it because they need the money. So, IO Interactive did fantastic with Hitman. I
Yeah,
agree. My
but
son loves
well, they've
Hitman.
also got the new Bond franchise as well.
Right,
I've forgotten the name of it, but the one where
right,
they start with him as a young fella.
right, right.
But to be fair, though, I mean that is their thing, and I would understand why you would want to get in bed with this. There's pedigree with the devs. I'm imagining it's a really cool sci-fi story. The cinematics are beautifully implemented, but they've pushed it out too early, Ray, and
I
that's what you've
agree.
seen.
I agree. I watched there was a streamer and he was playing on his 5090. He was playing on his
Right,
5090
top end. That's
computer.
as high as it gets.
He was getting 20 frames. And you
Wow.
could see the tearing and he was showing the tearing of the
I
games.
bet he was
So,
fuming.
his thumbnail said this game was he didn't have good, nice words for it. Yeah, he didn't have nice words for
Yeah,
it. But you know
fair
what,
show.
guys? Guess what? We got games like No Man's Sky. We got games like
Yeah,
Cyberpunk. We had
yeah,
games like Witcher. Day one, they didn't have a good day one. All right.
yeah.
And so there's been games that can
This
turn around.
this is coming on. Oh, this is on Game Pass, Ray.
What's
This
that?
looks
Yes, I
awesome.
know. I know. Once again, another one of my good friends. I remember this channel from the day Stadia announced it was yes. Yes.
What, this channel? Stadia, bless them. we used to get a little bit chit chat going on with Stadia. I can't lie. This looks absolutely superb, and the fact is that it's on Game Pass. Released tomorrow, The Alters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Explore an emotional, that's a word for me, sci-fi
Right.
game with a unique blend of survival, adventure, and base
You think it
building
has anything
elements.
to do with cloning? Are those all the same? Is that all like one person and
Oh
he's just being
yeah,
cloned over and over and over again?
That's an interesting observation. There's a film. There's actually a film out recently that's got it's kind of
Mickey, I
Mickey.
saw Mickey
Yeah,
17.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I saw it. He gets put in a printer and they just use him to test him on
Was
all
it
kinds of
HP? Was
poison.
it HP, mate? They're the cheap ones. That's why it was defective. Um, Help Jan Dolsky, the sole survivor of an ill-fated space exhibition, create
Yeah.
alternative versions of himself. You were right, to escape a hostile planet and tackle personal turmoils with this unconventional crew. I love the look of this, and it already has an amazing, unique
Yeah.
proposition. I mean, it looks like it's a side scroller when you actually get down to it,
I
Ray.
think it has elements of side scrolling. I think it's got all those different type of game elements, which is
Yeah,
cool.
that's true because that's very
First,
clearly not.
yeah, first person, third person, side
Wow.
scrolling. They probably got like it's puzzles. There's puzzles,
Okay.
so it's a game in a game.
Progression, skill
Yeah,
progression, and stuff, which
right.
we all love. I then see this to me looks much more up my boulevard. That's kind of got a Starfield feel to it as well. I like it. This is definitely. I'm actually away tomorrow, but I will pick it up next week.
Somebody asked, "Have you ever tried Flight Simulator?" Yes, I did, Michael, and I
Hi,
crashed.
Michael. Yeah.
I
Mate,
crashed.
no, don't, not right
I
now.
was
It's too soon. Have you not heard the
Oh
news?
no! Oh my God!
Oh,
Oh,
too soon.
you know
The
that was I was so Rock. I didn't even want to
terrible
mention it on this
tragedy.
show.
But Ray,
Horrible,
but you know,
horrible.
my daughter flew back from India last week
Oh my God! Oh
to
my God!
London. I mean,
Yeah,
she was luckily she obviously wasn't. She it was a week ago, but those
yeah.
it brings it home to you, brother.
It does. It
Wow.
does, man. It
But
does.
yeah, no, I've played. I actually played it on GeForce Now the other day, flight sim, and I was flying over Africa. Taking you can take photos. There's like
Hmm.
missions and stuff, and
Right.
it's not like just flight. There's little stories that you can do, and I was
Right.
taking photos of lions and elephants and stuff. It's
Yeah, man.
true.
I crashed. I was
Yeah, I did. I
actually
did crash.
I was on my I was in my bedroom playing on my TV, and because I have the app on my TV, and so I
Yeah,
was playing it, and you know,
I am really pumped for this. Look at the base building. You've got action, adventure, survival going on in there. Graphically, it looks great. It's out tomorrow. I have no idea how much it's going to cost, but I don't care because it's on Game Pass.
exactly
Well, the standard edition is, of course, if you want to, you can purchase
right. You
the
can upgrade it.
higher version. I don't know what you get for your money, but it's all on Steam or Xbox if you want to find out. Here we go. You get that. You get deluxe outfits, usual stuff, soundtrack, and DLC. So you don't get the DLC. But we don't know what the difference in price is because they never pre advertise the price. This is interesting, Ray. It's already up for 3 Gamescom awards. It's not even out yet. It's been nominated. Best PC game, best
Mhm.
Xbox game, and best gameplay. Right,
Wow.
that's an absolute for me, 100%. Says Ryan, it's $35 on PlayStation. That's actually cheap on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's on sale with PS Plus for 31.49. So if that's the case, it's if it's $35 on PlayStation, it's probably going to be $8 or $9 cheaper on Steam.
Hmm.
That's like putting it into the mid $20, late $20. Now, not being funny, but
Hmm.
that's half the price of Mind's Eye.
Yeah, that's another thing. Mine's eye was
Yeah,
59.99.
you
Good
got to think
Lord.
to yourself, have you not? You know,
Yeah.
guys, are you being serious?
Yeah.
It may not be a great. This may not be massive. Might be quite a short game. However, we don't care because it's coming out on Game Pass. Right, so that's one for me tomorrow. Anything else on here, brother, that you want to have a little butchers before we skiddly doo?
Let's see. We did the altars, lost in ring. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
What is the Kingdom of Two Crowns?
Let's have a look. It's not going to give us a lot of info because it's on the Xbox page,
Oh
but
God, why did I do that? What's it's
it's
on
all good.
Xbox?
It's all good. They just don't give you a lot of info, do they? It's it's the let's get rid of that audio. It's an 8-bit side scroller. That's two
Okay.
things that mean I'm not going to play it. But there are plenty of folk who love their 8-bit and they love their side scrollers.
Right.
But you know what? I did 8-bit in the 80s. I don't like going back to it. I've moved on.
I have no problem. I love games, so
I know, mate.
if
It's
I
only
can
me.
play it, hey,
There's folk
there's
out
a
there, they collect classic cars and they love driving around in the most uncomfortable, godly gas guzzling cars going, man. They love it, and that's good for them, but it ain't my world. But any road up, for an 8-bit, it looks all right. I mean, it's pretty, it's graphically there. It's got a little audience. Would you give this a go then, Ray? It's going to be on Xbox. Is it going to be? Yes, it's going to be on Game Pass. It's
if I get a chance, I'll check it out. I'll
yeah.
check it out.
I think it's already there actually, because yeah, June 11th. So it was there yesterday. So that's already
Yeah,
on Game Pass. Give it a go.
you got. I'm also looking at Space Marines because that's on game. That's new on Game
Oh yeah,
Pass.
is that
Space
out?
Marine.
Is that out on there?
Yes, it is out, sir. It is
Oh,
out. It is
I'm
out.
gonna give that a go. What about Hellslave? Right, sequel announced already. Well, it's fair. This actually came out in 2022, so it's quite. It's what 3 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old.
Hmm.
But 3 years just. Hellsave's a dark fantasy dungeon crawler where you make a pact with the devil to fight back a demon invasion. Customize your character with powerful demonic abilities, explore a custard world,
Ooh.
a cursed world, and battle nightmarish enemies to save humanity if you can resist the darkness. And it says the sequel's been announced, so that is why it's kicking about. It is for the unimaginable price of nothing. It is completely free. Bless
Uh,
them. Because they want you to play it and get excited about the update coming, which is
upcoming.
absolutely a good thing to do. But
Okay,
it
I'll
is,
give it a try.
mate, it's free. It's
Yeah, I
absolutely
mean,
free.
yeah, I used to, these are some of the first games I played when I played on a PC. Was these dungeon dwelling games? Like I used to love playing Zork.
It's definitely got
Zork.
that kind of feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you remember, Ray, but when we was boys,
No.
before they had color TV, you could buy these transparent cells that you could stick on the screen, and they're like the top was
Yeah.
blue, the
Yeah.
bottom bit
Yeah.
was green, and in
Yeah.
just the right scene, it looked like you had a color TV. It's what it looks like to me. It's got that kind of
Wow.
feel. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? But either way, look at this. Bless them. Out of 594 reviews, 81% are positive. And it is completely free, which is unbelievable. So add that to your account, fellas and fellaresses, and go and
Check
play
it
it on
out.
GeForce Now because it's over there. Look at that Hellslave. It's there right now. It's available. Whew! Let's crack on. We've got so much little time. What have we got here? 7, 10 minutes. But we've never had a show so late. How are you for time, Ray? Have you got? Sometimes you've got to go and do family things. Well, no need to be rude. In England, that's very rude.
Is it? Well, I'm an American. I'm in
Don't know. You
America.
just upset half of the audience.
Oh my goodness. I
It
apologize.
is. Absolutely is free,
Yeah,
Ryan.
it's
Totally, my friend.
free. Reaver.
Over at Cloud Dosage, who are
Yes.
our channel sponsors, and we love them dearly because I think they, you know what? Honest truth, they sponsor us. They never, ever, ever, ever tell us, guys, you need to do more of this. You should do less of that. They just let us get on with it, and they're really happy to be our sponsors as much as we are to have them. So thank you so much, guys. And actually, while we're thanking people, Ray, and I mean, Ray is amazing. Oh no! You know what?
What was?
So it just fell off as I was going to thank people. I just wanted to thank our members because I was looking yesterday and realizing, you know, how you guys have been members now for years, and I'm genuinely years, and there is the current team of Team Rock have been members of this channel for the longest time, and you are genuinely amazing. We couldn't do this without you, and so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, a million thank yous. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to be a member of Team Rock, you can do. It's just down there somewhere. Oh, I've got something to tell you very quickly, Ray. Later this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, I'm I'm putting a video up, which I made with somebody we all know and love about 3 weeks ago, which we've kept secret. It's a pilot for a new show, which I've had to wait to publish it because I'm doing something with YouTube. It's a new feature, which I've been given permission to go live with it later today. So lots of secret stuff in
Well,
there,
I
but keep
can't
an eye
wait.
open because
I
Ray doesn't know. I
man,
haven't spoken
I don't even.
to Ray about this.
I have
This is
no
new
idea.
to Ray. It's a divergence from what we normally do on this channel, but I think you'll still enjoy it, and you'll definitely enjoy watching a very familiar face who you haven't seen with me working together for a little while. So watch out for that. Well, right now at this on the hour I was allowed to make it live, but I haven't because I'm doing this show. But it will come. So watch this space, and I look forward to your thoughts as a pilot. And we'll probably be doing episode 2 next week. So watch this space. Anyway, meanwhile, back at Cloud Dosage, our wonderful, wonderful channel sponsors. Disgia. Is that how you pronounce that, Ray?
I was
Disgia.
gonna say Disgaea.
I mean, it kind of sounds like something that if you saw it dripping off your leg, you'd go and see the chemists, wouldn't you?
Oh
You know,
my god.
I've got a dyschia dripping down my leg.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's all right. Have a plaster. That's the kind of thing. Anyway, the Disc GS7 complete comes exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2. Did you buy a Switch 2, by the way?
No, I did not buy a Switch 2,
No.
but will I buy it down the road? I don't know because Xbox just came out and said that they got a
The ROG
handheld.
Ally.
So,
Yeah.
so, so we'll see.
It's the I think it's the newer ROG Ally, but configured for Xbox Cloud gaming, which makes sense. I mean, you could do that on. I can do it on my ROG Ally version 1, but it's branded Xbox, which is cool. Stellar Blade, which was the young lady in the most unsuitable attire for the weather, that launches on PC.
Oh well, now they got these guys. They can do all the mods and do their own costumes. So on PC,
It's a gorgeous game. What else we got here? Arbites, Dark Tide Arbites, apparently. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide
Love.
Arbites DLC.
Love.
This is. Did you say it's out already on Xbox?
Coming out June 23 is
Okay.
the update. It's an update, but I love playing Dark Tides. I thought it was great.
That'd be awesome.
Love the music, love the game. I love Warhammer. I think they're
Oh,
great.
there's so many great. I don't. They publish them like just an unbelievable amount of games under the water.
Yeah, they
Just
do.
unbelievable, and they're
Yeah.
all flipping fantastic.
Yeah.
Darwin's Paradox is a weird and wild new platformer from Konami and ZDT Studios, so there's some pedigree sifting in there. Silent Hill F, which was announced the other day at the Game Fest,
Yes.
which looks very good. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, I'm looking forward to that one. That's the remake. Is it a remake or a remaster? Because there is a difference.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, remastered.
I think it's a remaster.
Yeah.
Still Wakes the Deep. Remember that one when you were on the old oil rig?
I know they got an expansion.
expansion.
That was a great game.
It was a good
Great
game. Although I ran into a bug, which actually prevented me from continuing the game. I had to wait about a month for them to release an update.
I am hiding right now where I left off at. I'm actually hiding.
It's a good game. Anyway, they got an expansion that's been revealed. It's it's coming out quite soon actually. Launches across all platforms on June the 18th. I played that on Game Pass, so I'm hoping that the update, the expansion's going to be on there, because I wouldn't mind giving that a little go. GFN Thursday, try before you buy. They, of course, are advertising the reduction in the price of the day passes. So
$2.49, $2.50.
is
over here
that
in the
for a day?
For a day.
That's pretty good. I mean, you could give them away as birthday presents, Christmas gifts, Father's Day.
They said half of a Sunday. Half of a Sunday.
Half a Sunday. Because you've got Father's Day the same as us, haven't you, this
The
weekend?
15th. The 15th.
Yeah. I'm going up to see my daughters in London Tan. Looking forward to that. What else? Very finally, free Gears of War Reloaded. If you already owned the game, if you bought it first time around, because they've, again, remastered it, you get the remastered version for free. And if you did, you will already have had an email. And you didn't even need, Ray, to own the physical version. Just having a digital version of it was enough, and you would have got a code by now to replace it with the latest version. It's very good. 17 more games coming to PlayStation Cloud, which, if you own them, you can play them in the cloud. It's all flipping good. Them's your cloud dosages front page news.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over at Epic Games, what's epic about this? Why, it's Karma Zoo. Yeah, Boy George's favourite game, this one, Ray. Don't know if you knew that. Karma.
Is that the free game?
This is, well, yeah, is it not?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Go
deal
down.
of the week.
Go.
Let me come down to the free game. Well, you can keep it, George. We don't care, because we got 2 Point Hospital. Wow.
Yeah.
Mate, haven't they already done this one as a free game on Epic?
I didn't have it.
You didn't have it?
I
I
got
don't
it.
have
So I
it.
claimed it. I claimed it, and yeah,
Have you been mending people?
not
Have you?
yet,
No?
not yet. Yeah,
Because look, you get to give them cacti and milkshakes and such. To be
yeah,
honest, says Ryan, I've been waiting to get 2 Point Hospital. Well, little be said, we've made your dreams come true, Ryan. Isn't
yeah.
that a
That's
nice
right. It's
thing?
like I think it's like a $30 or $29 game. I think out here in the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah, it is. 25
So
pounds, $29, $30, €30, give or take.
yeah,
Completely free from a Sega. It is a and you're more than
yeah.
welcome, mate.
Sega Europe, not just Sega Europe.
Sega. Sega.
Europe.
2 Point Studios, and how wonderful is that? It's a nice looking game, Ryan. I have to say. So you can now go and claim that, my friend. I don't know if it's available on GeForce Now, but if not, you could always install it, play it locally, give it a bit of that. Next week, coming up, the operator. We won't look at it for too long because we'll have nothing to talk about next week. But this is it, and you play the role of a lady at the telephone exchange, plugging people in to their Aunt Mimi in Miami. Hello, hello, Aunt Mimi. Hello, next, hi,
911,
operator.
911, help, help.
Sorry, no time. That's coming out next week, the operator. I'm sure that's not what it's about, but hey, look, there it is, Ray. Last of Us Part 2 remastered. I played it, I finished it, I loved it for the
Nice,
second time. How many
nice.
games can you honestly say you can play a second time and actually enjoy it as much because you've completely forgotten? The answer is if you're under the age of 50, not many of you. If you're over the age of 50, most of you. Oh my god!
Right,
Oh,
right.
I don't. We didn't cover it in Clown Dosage, but I just Claire Obscure. If you remember, one of my biggest criticisms, and I did finish the game, but only with
Mhm,
mods. One of
mhm.
my biggest criticisms was if you play it on story mode, there is still an obscene amount of combat to the point that it just slows the game up. You're having to constantly, every time you turn around a rock, there's another creature to battle around. They've actually made it a lot easier in story mode. So I don't know. I think they pushed an update, and if you play story mode now, then it's a lot easier. So you can just enjoy the story and less of the combat. I think you can choose, but it's an
Okay,
option. So I'm
okay.
actually really good to see that. That's an option that I would have 100% have chosen if it was me. Right, finally, Raymond. Let's do a bit of this. No, no, no. See, I don't know why, ladies and gentlemen. None of my videos are working. What can I say? I don't know. I'll be honest. I'll tell you what I think it was. Just before we went, about 15 minutes before we went
Uh,
live, I came in a little bit late tonight because I was having dinner with the missus. And, and Ray will vouch for this because I messaged him. I turned on my PC and it said, one moment, installing updates. And I thought, oh no. And I was sat there for about 5 minutes. And I think those updates have basically kiboshed me and created a decision. So imagine you just saw Ray doing that, laughing, and his little glint in his face and all that stuff. How are you, Adam? Good to see you, mate. In the meantime, we will bring up or I will when I find it, our Ray's Praise personage, who is this one here. Here we go.
A to Z.
A to Z, and I need to change this up here. Yeah, I mean, look, we're nothing short professional. I won't have anybody say anything else. I won't have anybody say anything else. That's A to Z Tech. Tell us all about A to Z Tech, Ray.
So, guys, the reason why I came across A to Z Tech is because I saw that he did a review on GeForce Now. He did a review on Black Nut. He did a review on Amazon Luna, and he did his Boosteroid. But he compares the clouds. He's got a comparing GeForce to Black Nut, comparing GeForce to PlayStation Plus. He's
Great idea.
really short reviews, but I compare various tech platforms on phones or PC and give an honest review and show tutorials on how to use them. And so he is actually based out of Singapore,
Mm-hmm.
and just check him out, guys. He's got a lot of stuff on here where he reviews and he compares this brand against the other brand. But I thought it was great. I listened to what he had to say about GeForce Now. I listened to him what he had to say about Boosteroid, and really great reviews.
Yeah, he's
So
really. I really like the fact that he's trying to get a groove on the channel, and with these really distinctive thumbnails and these literally 2 minute long reviews. They're
and
one
he
minute
only
fifty
got
five.
one view, and
I know.
he's some either no views or one view. So
I
when I
know. It's
saw this, I was
depressing.
like, oh my god, I gotta praise him and get him out
Yeah.
there so people can take a look.
To be fair,
Um,
mate. To be fair, though,
yes, yes,
most of these have only been published in the last 5 to 8
for
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
That is
I
true.
would probably have maybe scheduled them and maybe put one or two out a week over the
Right,
next few weeks rather than drop the whole lot. But
right.
no, I know where he's going with it, and
Yeah. And then I started to see like his expert reviews on Boosteroid. He's got 13, Black
wow,
Nuts got 11. Um
there's so much stuff on here.
yeah. But
So
there's platforms I've never even heard of on here.
yeah, Elsa.
So yeah.
Oh, this is no, this is okay. So these aren't just cloud platforms, are
No,
they?
no, it is all kinds of
Property
different
radar.
apps and different stuff.
Yeah, I see what he's doing. So he's basically doing a versus
Hmm.
this versus that, isn't he? So and they're really cool because he's keeping them all within the 1.5 to 2 minutes,
Yes.
which is good because from a channel point of view, you can then put the links at the end and you can just keep people clicking on the next one. Oh yeah, I
Hmm.
enjoyed that. What's this next one? Oh, GeForce versus blah. I'll try that one. Boosteroid versus whatever. So it's method in the madness. I really like what he's trying to do, and
Yeah.
yeah, honest and in-depth comparisons and reviews. Now he
Yeah.
does have 1.8k subscribers, 895 videos, which is it's not an insubstantial amount. So we have someone that's been doing it for a little while. Now they've got that. This is actually impressive, Ray. They've only been going since January 24, and they've already got 895 videos. Now I've got 1,000, but I've been going for 5 years, 6 years, and that's something, I tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all good. And Ryan's got a bad burnt finger, bless him. We'll kiss it better, mate. Here you are. Yeah, see, you should
Yeah, I'm
feel a bit
not
better now.
Reaver, I'm not kissing your finger. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It might not be his finger he has out on the screen.
I wish I'd thought more about it before I offered. I kind of regret that now. But, it's the way it goes, ain't it? that's, that's the last time I'm kissing anybody's finger without thinking about it. I can tell you that. Wow. Jeez.
uh,
Rah! Well, mate, we made it. The longest show
yeah.
ever. We're half an hour late. I don't know why everybody's down. Let me bring him back up. There you go, Ryan. Not my finger, my hand. That's even worse, mate. I ain't kissing no. Every time we're getting it bigger and bigger. No, I definitely ain't kissing that. You can keep that one in your pants, pal. That ain't coming nowhere near my lips. Ah, dear.
Yes,
Raymond.
yes,
What have you got
yes.
coming up in the week to come?
I'm probably gonna be streaming some Marvel Snap.
Of
I
course.
always do that on Tuesday, but upcoming, I don't know. It might be Dune Awakening, it might be Splitgate, or it might be the new game FBC. Um, I'll have to check
Or
it out.
altars.
Yes,
The altars.
or I don't know. I alters
Huh?
does that? I don't know.
Do
I have to
a
watch.
private play?
I got. I have to. I haven't seen anybody play it. I got to watch it and see
Okay.
who plays it.
Me, I'm gonna play it.
Okay, then I will watch.
I did
I'll watch.
stream I streamed Dune Awakening yesterday, but it was on Twitch, and it's worse than that because I hate Twitch. Every time I stream on there, it doesn't matter what I'm playing. It says Rokk and Ray. People
I
come and go,
streamed.
and where's Ray? I don't
I
know.
I streamed. I did a Twitch stream of Dune Awakening, and I had fun, man.
Yeah.
Because I did the beta demo, or I did the beta, and so I already knew kind of like the elements of what I needed to do.
Did you? When did you do that then?
The beta came out like last month,
Oh,
and so I played the beta, which that sucked because I built my character up,
yeah.
and then I had to start all over.
Start all over again.
But I already knew what I had to do. But I'm so happy because I'm getting ready to research to build my buggy, and when I get the buggy,
Yeah.
oh man, I can't
So what's
wait.
the best thing that happens in the game once you? I mean, is there like a point where you end up with a massive spaceship like Starfield or?
I'm still exploring. I'm still
Okay.
finding out. I love games that I can explore.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love I
Me too.
love like the battles, like when there's other scavengers and I just go up and I just kill them all and then I take all the
What
resources.
what what perk have you got on your character?
Right now I got rid of the little stupid blade and I got a longer blade. I forgot the name. It's got some kind of weird name. And
Okay.
I also got the rifle. Because you start out with a stupid dart gun.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
all. I've still got that.
so now
No,
I have a bigger gun.
yeah,
Yes.
but Ray, mine is amazing. I was lucky. When you get the very beginning, you can choose like where you come from and stuff, and they go, yeah,
Hmm.
well, you've got
Hmm.
this.
Hmm.
Mine is this thing that I drop, and it's like a cannon, and I walk away, and it just shoots everybody. So I don't have to I don't have to tackle any of the scavengers. They go, there's someone in the camp. I drop my thing and run, and they're like,
Yeah.
and they're all dead.
Because the size of the blade doesn't matter.
It does,
Are you,
Adam.
you
Oh,
trying
it
to shake
does.
try and shake somebody that has a
Yeah.
gun?
You keep telling
Got a
yourself that,
little
brother. It's what's inside that matters. Yeah, but only after. Ah, well, anyway, there you go. I'm off
Yeah.
to London for Father's Day.
Oh man. Well, happy
Exciting.
Father's Day to all the
Yeah.
fathers, all the pet fathers, because I know there's a lot of pet fathers out there.
Pet
And
pet fathers. What's a pet
yeah, pet
father?
somebody that has a pet means that's
What
their child. Pet father.
what the heck? That what
Yes. Yes.
what
You never
what
yes, pet
wait,
mothers, pet fathers.
are you joking me? They
Squids, my friend did squids, he has cats. You
they
know,
celebrate Father's Day because they've got a goldfish. What the what the
yeah.
I've seen and heard it all now.
Yeah.
Only in America, ladies and gentlemen, as they say. I think go and adopt somebody else's kid. I mean, at least do it with a human. Become an
So
uncle.
my
Like
good
like a
friend
nice
David,
neighbor.
my good friend David has his dog named Bear, and
But he
that's his.
didn't father it, mate.
He's like a father.
Georgia gets me Father's Day stuff from No,
Yes,
no. I'm
yes,
sorry, dude. Look,
yes,
have
yes.
Pets Day. Have Pets Day by all means. I think that's a lovely
Oh, yeah,
thing.
what are you talking? Oh
Let's
my God,
go with
you're gonna get
August the 1st is
we're gonna
Pets
get
Day.
canceled. We're gonna get so canceled. We're gonna
No,
get
Pets
canceled.
Day. Father's Days for fathers. Like humans. You can't be
And
fathering
there
a goat.
you can be a pet dad. You can be a pet dad if you
No,
raised
you're
a
not his
puppy.
dad.
If you
No.
raised
Oh,
a
well, I
puppy,
suppose you could be like a stepdad.
you
You
know,
could be fun. You can have Father's Day for stepdads. I'll let that one go. You could be a stepdad to a pet. That's fair enough. I'll give you that,
okay.
mate.
All
I'll
right,
give you a
all right,
stepdad to a pet. But you
okay,
can't be
all
a
right,
dad to a
all right.
flipping parrot. That's just never happening. Oh, look at his little beak. He looks just like you. Thanks. Oh dear, Raymond. It's been
Yes.
I can't tell you how much of a joy it's been.
Yes, it's been great. It's
It
been
was a
great. Oh,
belatedly. What were you going to say, my brother?
oh, David called you a hater.
I don't
He put
care.
a hater.
I don't care. He
Called you
loves
a
me
hater.
really. I don't whatever he says. He puts it, and I love dogs. I love dogs. I'm not a massive cat lover. I'll be honest with you, Ray. I'm not massively into
I
cats.
love cats. Love
Do
cat.
you? You like it? I don't
Yes.
know where you're going with this, but dogs I do like. You knew, didn't you? You knew. You knew. Right, Raymond, let's get the hell out of here. We've got no music. It's like, they've kicked everybody else out at the pub,
Yes.
Clarkson's new pub. They've kicked us all out, and it's just you and me, just
Yeah.
sitting back, smoking a big stogie,
That's
and
right.
thinking about the world and putting it all to rights. Have a fantastic Father's Day, whatever denomination of father you wish to be.
Yes.
We will see you next Thursday. And I've got a week now to sort my tech issues out. Every week it's the
Yeah.
same.
You guys get a debate. Make sure you check all your defaults when you add a new piece of tech. Make sure it's compatible for what you got working it on your PC.
Yeah, and just don't call me in to help. That's the bit. That's the way you don't do it. Right, Raymond, say goodbye.
All right, Raymond, say goodbye.
See you next week. Hasta luego.
No music
We
on the
don't
show.
even have any goodbye music,
Oh my
Ray.
God.
What's going on, mate?
Oh
Shall we
my
sing
goodness.
it? Let's sing it together. Ready?
No, I'm not singing it. I'm not
Do
singing
do
it.
do do do
No,
do
so,
do do
no,
do do
no.
do 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 Rock and Ray, yeah yeah. Da, 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 da.
Not gonna
He is
disgrace our not gonna
Ray.
disgrace our theme
Yeah.
song.
I
Not gonna
am
disgrace our
rock
theme song.
today. Yeah. I don't know where it's gone. I can't. I don't know why my music ain't working. I'm disgusted. In fact, I'm going to write a stiff letter to Windows doing an update before my show. What the heck is that all about? Make this a short, please. It is. It's been quite a long short so far. Right, we're just going to have to go. Let's fade away. Let's just fade off into the distance. Like, let's do like a slow, like a Steve Austin $6 Million Man slow-mo wave. We're gone. See you next week.